done making dinner, man.
And we are online.
Kids gotta eat.
We got here, we got 6:30.
That was one.
So do we got that? Close enough. 6:30.
Yeah.
Please pledge the flag, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on our agenda is the approval of January's reorganizational regular business meeting of the Planning Commission. I have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So you have to have, you weren't here. And Chris, so there has to be two, doesn't it? Next on our correspondence, Tammy. Next on our agenda is Bianchi Honda amended land development plan and their green space, but I guess that has been pulled.
Yeah, Mike Sanford requested that to be tabled till next month.
Okay. I guess the replot on next on our agenda is a replot on lots 4 and 5 of the estates of 5 Points.
Evening.
Evening.
First, let me introduce my coworker Justin Cree, professional engineer, my eventual successor.
Wow.
As some of you may have heard, I sold my business this past September.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am now an employee of CT Consultants, as is Justin. Henry T. Welcome Associates is now a branch office of CT Consultants, their 11th branch office. We have about 400 employees, mostly engineers, architects, surveyors, environmental folks. So that's where we're at, and I'm helping Justin get acclimated on doing what I do, or did. But I'll be around for a while yet. So.
Congratulations.
Yep.
It's been a long haul.
Yeah.
When did your dad open it?
He opened 69, 53 years, yeah.
I have a question. You'll still be coming to planning commission meetings? I know it's like a thing for you, so.
I think so. You're not gonna get rid of me then. So what we have before us tonight, on behalf of Marlon Kuhn, is a minor replot of some lot lines. When he constructed the house on lot number 4, which is a side load garage, they actually constructed the driveway about a foot over the property line. So what we're gonna do here is take a 2-foot strip from lot 5 and integrate it with lot 4. Now, when we laid out the house for lot 5, we knew that this was gonna happen. So we laid that house out in such a fashion that they will still have the minimum 10-foot side yard required clearance. In addition, lot 5, we're taking the existing southerly property line, which runs on that weird angle, because that's where the current tax lot line is now. I'm gonna swing it such that the southerly lot line is more 90 degrees to the road and the eventual road. And I have a plan here. Yeah. I'll be following this subdivision eventually with this subdivision, but first I have to get through some DEP permitting and stormwater management planning. But we're gonna put a cul-de-sac on the end of Marley Way there, and, finish it off the right way. And you can see from this plan that lot 5 looks a little more normal than, how it is now. Of course, all the lots in this replot have sewer and water, and lot 5 still has 59 feet of road frontage on the existing dedicated right-of-way, and when the eventual cul-de-sac comes through, it will have 100 feet of frontage on the Marley Way, public right-of-way. So, even in this configuration, it still conforms to the minimum 55 feet frontage requirement.
Is there a requirement for paving? I mean, do they have to have 100 feet of
No.
pavement?
They're not required to have any pavement.
Okay.
And then you said they'll end up with what, 59 feet frontage, is that what?
They'll have 59 feet now, in this case. When the cul-de-sac eventually goes through, they'll have 100 feet frontage.
And 59 feet is acceptable?
The minimum frontage is 55.
Okay, all right. And that's because this is a development that's been laid out, or, because I'm stuck on the old 90-foot, 100-foot.
The 55 is in there, it's mainly for like a flag lot situation, where you have the kind of narrow leg that goes and then it expands out the flag. But the way the ordinance reads, you have to have 55 feet on the street, which allows for like the smaller wedge shape around the cul-de-sac, but when you get to the building setback, it has to be a 100-foot wide lot. Depending on the zoning district, it might vary, but typically like 100 foot.
Okay, thanks.
So, one way or the other, they meet all the regulations.
Okay.
Might be a happy accident, might be on purpose, but ultimately it will be a pretty standard size lot and it'll meet everything.
And the house exists now.
Correct.
On lot 5.
Yeah, it was a previously approved lot too, so. They're actually making the lot better.
Sure, makes sense. Any questions or comments on this? Any call for motion then?
Make a motion, we approve the plan as submitted.
I'll second.
I'll second it. Whatever.
Any discussion?
I'm
All in
sorry,
favor?
who seconded?
Aye.
Christmas nice. A lot of Christmas.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Next on our agenda is a comprehensive plan implementation update. You, Matt?
I guess so. I guess the only thing that I have, we had the public hearing for the transportation plan last week in front of the supervisors. We're going to kind of reassess during our staff meeting, our next staff meeting, kind of the directions they want to go with, the comments that we received. Tentatively, we're still on schedule to possibly approve the plan at the next supervisors meeting, which is the 21st.
What is?
Or the 20th.
Oh, we have the 20th off.
So it'll be the 21st. And at that time, we would look to approve the sidewalk ordinance as well. That was either advertised today or will be advertised tomorrow. So we're still on track for that. And that's all I have.
What was the feedback from the meeting?
We had a few concerns with the sidewalk along 97, snow plowing, burying the sidewalks, litter collecting along the sidewalks. There's quite a few folks here regarding Glory Drive and Glory Drive extending on to Hessler Drive. Those were probably the biggest input items that we received that night.
Is that all listed, like, written out somewhere, or we can have it sent to us?
We have the YouTube video, and it should be noted on the meeting minutes for the supervisors, but the meeting minutes haven't been finished yet.
Okay.
There were also some questions, if I recall correctly, there were also some questions about who pays for what, or, you know, will I get stuck with a sidewalk having to pay for it, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Matt answered those questions.
I mean, I guess I'm just, as a comment, it would be nice to have it lamented in writing to see exactly what's going on, because if somebody wants to question to go back to the public meeting, I mean, yeah, you have a video, but, I mean, those things, if you're making decisions off of them, should be written down and listed so that people can decide. I think it's a little different than just supervisors watching a video or something. To see those comments in writing would, I think, should benefit the township. Just a side note.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
I guess next on our, are you done, Matt?
I am done.
Next on our agenda is adjournment.
Wait a second.
We don't decide them.
Sorry, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Can we pick a date to review the saldo together, in the evening sometime? The 21st, it looks like we have a supervisor meeting. The 28th will not work. So sometime next week would be good, or now we're getting into March.
Well, 20th, 21st, I understand we can't do that. 23rd and 24th are all okay with me. I'm good the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th of this week.
How does the 23rd sound?
23rd.
23rd works.
It's good with me.
23rd, February 23rd, at what time?
Anytime's okay for me.
Tim, what time is good for you?
How about 6:30?
6:30 work for everybody.
For me.
It's tough for me.
Chris?
I'll try.
What?
I'll try.
What time would work for you?
7?
It's just a bad day. That's
Oh.
all. Yeah. No, I mean, I could try. Okay, just, I can't make a guarantee, that's all.
Is there a better day works for you then?
Next month. I mean, I understand the timeline. That's why I'm just saying, yeah, I don't know.
So do you want to do the February 23rd at 6:30?
Sure.
Because I need to advertise for that. Public workshop, so, thank you.
Then I guess we'll tentatively have it advertised for February the 23rd at 6:30.
Yeah.
I guess we need a motion on that, or no motion? That's
No, that's fine.
fine.
I don't think so.
Then I need to call for an adjournment.
New business? I just wanted to bring up the fact that, you know, the public meeting here, I think it's an opportunity for the planning commission to kind of help support the township in the fact of making sure that people are aware of these meetings and we can get the best turnout possible. So I just wanted to come to the board and just say, you know, is there something you think we should be doing to help those things and to make a procedure for the township to better notify people what's going on? Because, you know, you only hear from the people that are upset about something. You know, and sometimes you can grab the people that kind of may have an idea but really don't have a vested interest in it, but they're community holders. I think it would help a lot when it comes to those kind of things to help the supervisors get a full view of what's going on and also say that they did what they could so people don't feel deceived in any way. I don't think that's going on, but I think it's something we can do better at, I guess, is what I'm
What about
saying.
Facebook, social media, we've
Yep.
reached out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, a procedure plan, I guess, is what I'm looking at, you know, in some aspects of public work. There's always, like, you have to file the notice in the newspaper, and I know you guys do all that, but I mean, our community's pretty small. You know, let's say it's 8,000 people on a very crazy day, right? To find a way to connect with them, you know, I mean, the newsletter's very effective, but it's a one-shot deal. And that's why I asked about the internet stuff. Like, okay, who's really going to the website? How is that working, and what can we use to our advantage? I mean, to me, Summit's more of a yard sign kind of community. If there was a sign out there for, you know, 10 days saying, hey, public meeting at 6:30, you know, I think it would help benefit when people say, hey, well, I didn't know there's a meeting going on. Well, you know, there's things that you do, and I don't think you guys are doing anything wrong.
No,
I'm just saying, like, you know.
If you wanted a digital board out there or something, or something out front here.
Well, Green Township has one and it works really well for them.
Does it?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Public workshop on this day,
Yeah.
public welcome.
Again, I just think it's easier for the supervisor when they make a decision if they've vested all these things and all your efforts are in there, it's like, hey, look, you put your effort into it, and then I fear that you guys get criticized on the back end for making a decision in something where it's like, you know what, hey, here's what we did, here's how we did it. And it seemed a little more out in the open. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong, I just, going back to my days at the MPO, it's always like, gosh, how much outreach can you do? And I think there's some room for improvement, that's all.
Yeah, and to go along with that, I don't, under 40s, people who are under 40, under 45, not very many of them really get their news anymore from print media. And in fact, even on local network television, they don't get their news from local network television either. So it's really a social media thing, or it's a billboard thing.
Or the website.
Yeah, or the website.
Yeah. I mean, we had a packed house here, the supervisors meeting.
How did that, for Glory Drive, how did that work? Well, that was just neighbor to neighbor, people were going, right?
Just thought.
No, that's good, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Any other new business or comments?
No.
Chris? You're looking like you got something
No,
ready to unload.
no.
Okay. And call for adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
I'll second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Thank you.